For the first time in over 20 years, I am stepping foot inside a Rainforest Cafe. We're going to be trying some of the best and also some of the worst food here. Love it or hate it, the Rainforest Cafe is one of the most iconic restaurants in the country. But as a foodie, this is definitely not my first choice of restaurant in Disney Springs, as there are so many amazing places to eat here. But today we have decided to switch it up and dine amongst some creatures. One of them being my brother. Ryan, tell the people what you're doing today.
Today I am eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Rainforest Cafe. Not only this Rainforest Cafe, but the one over at Animal Kingdom, which is the only one that serves breakfast. The one here, which has Lava Lounge and Rainforest Cafe. We just got done eating lunch at the Lava Lounge, but we're already headed in for dinner. It's been a long day.
Beautiful day to be dining at the Rainforest Cafe. Now, of course, they have the store attached. Got frogs. We do. Rainforest Cafe Orlando. Iconic. And yeah, I'm excited to dine. Just kidding. I'm not really excited to dine here at all. And in order to prepare, I did some research, trying to find the best things to order and the worst things to order here at the Rainforest Cafe. After scouring the internet, I think I found the things that I'm going to order. I think I found the consensus for the best thing and the consensus for the worst thing, and we're going to order both of them, according to all the reviews I read, at least. Now, we actually do not have a reservation to dine here this evening, but Rainforest Cafe is a Landry's restaurant, and I have a Landry's card, meaning I get priority seating here. There are a couple of other Disney restaurants that are Landry's owned, such as Yak and Yeti, T-Rex. If you purchase a Landry's card, I believe it's still only like $25, at least it was years ago when I purchased it. You get a $25 welcome reward, so it pays for itself. You get a $25 birthday reward, so you actually like make money every year off of it. And if you're going to be coming to the parks and dining at either Yak and Yeti or Rainforest Cafe, I definitely recommend you check out that Landry Select Club membership. It is totally worth it for me, at least. As we're walking in, I'm noticing these awesome bar stools right here. I'm kind of tempted to sit at the bar instead of a table, but yes, our table is ready. Getting ready to head inside. So I said I haven't been in a Rainforest Cafe in about 20 years, and that is pretty accurate. We did have a Rainforest Cafe in my hometown mall, the Menlo Park Mall in New Jersey, and I checked on my way here. It is still open to this day. I think my mom used to take us for like special occasions. I think I've been for like my birthday or something before. But yeah, this totally reminds me. I feel like nothing has changed at all. Like all of the animatronics, the decor, nothing has changed since the early 2000s. Literally, as soon as we sat down, the thunderstorm started, and I totally forgot this happens in Rainforest Cafes. Ooh, spooky. My question, though, is do the fish in the fish tanks not get scared while the lights are, like, flickering? Because I know in, like, Animal Kingdom, they're not allowed to have, like, nighttime shows and fireworks and stuff because of the animals. Is this animal abuse, is what I'm asking. Is it animal abuse?
It's fish. In my opinion, no. I know there's a lot of people who eat a mostly plant-based diet that are like, oh, fish are okay, it doesn't matter. So if they think it's okay, fish are not, they're animals, but...
Justice for the fish at Rainforest Cafe. Okay, but post-thunderstorm, let's take a look over this menu to see what we're gonna get. This menu has a little bit of everything on it, truly. It's like reminding me of the Cheesecake Factory a little. It goes from like pasta to burgers to ribs to seafood, all this stuff, ton of different things. Appetizers here, they have like a sampler platter, which we actually got for lunch in Ryan's video. We went to the Lava Lounge outside and got that awesome appetizer adventure. Soups, salads. I've seen a lot of things saying that the China Island chicken salad is pretty good. $24 salad from the Rainforest. They have different pastas here, sandwiches and burgers. And then here we have our beef, pork, and chicken dishes. And then right up top is all of the seafood. I'm having a really tough time over here deciding. Ryan's getting angry at me from across the table. I see him, but I just can't decide on what to get. I did decide on one thing. I decided on the appetizer. The like number one rated thing that I see on every single person's reviews is pretty much this mozzarella flatbread with arugula. So we will be starting with that. That is easily the best thing that I've seen recommended so many different times on different websites and reviews that I've read. So we will be starting with the flatbread, but I'm having a really hard time deciding what entree to get. A lot of the reviews on the entrees are kind of like all over the place. I've narrowed it down to 2 that are like consistently there showing up as the worst. One of them is the Creole mac and cheese. A lot of people really don't seem to like that. And then I see a lot of bad reviews as well for the ribs, steak, and shrimp trio. But it is $40. So like, do I want to spend $40 on bad food, or should I get the mac and cheese? They're both showing up equally. I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding. Ryan, what is going on over there?
I'm just sipping a little cha-cha. This is a cha-cha souvenir cup that we thought was going to cost $20-something, but only cost like $10.50 or something like that. And it's filled with lemonade right now. They don't fill it with alcohol. And it's a good little take-home, and it's definitely worth it. Definitely. He's a good boy.
And here it is, the mozzarella flatbread with arugula. This has marinara sauce and mozzarella cheese. It's topped with arugula, tomato, and shaved Parmesan salad. Balsamic glaze for $16.49. Well, as much as I hate to say it, this does look really good. And I guess that's for a good reason. It came so highly recommended by everyone. So let's try it out. Just like authentic Italian pizza. I'm just kidding. But it actually is really good. I like the arugula and there's a ton of like fresh shaved Parmesan on there. Little sweet balsamic kick at the end there. The crust is also really nice and crispy, super, super thin. Gotta say, we are off to a good start here at the Rainforest Cafe. This definitely is not bad. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I lost a parm. And while I am enjoying this flatbread, the only thing that comes to mind is like me thinking about what else I could have spent $16.49 on. I could have went to pretty much like one of the fanciest restaurants at Disney World, Narcoossee's, and ordered like the calamari appetizer or some type of seafood appetizer at another like signature dining restaurant at Disney World for that price. So that's the only thing I really have an issue with. I don't think this should be priced above $12. I guess you're just paying like the premium for the theming in here, which is why all the food is like ridiculously priced, especially when you could go to, like I said, a signature restaurant at Disney World and get a meal for the same price, which is kind of crazy. But we're doing it. We're doing this thing, the Rainforest Cafe. Yay.
Kristen, I know at the beginning of your video you referenced you have not been here in almost 20 years. What do you think this menu has changed at all in the past 20 years? And or would you have ordered this last time? Because I feel like an 8-year-old would normally not go with this, but for good reason. Like I just think like this is so much better than I originally expected.
The star of the show has arrived. This is the ribs, steak, and shrimp trio. It has mojo bone ribs, sirloin steak, Caribbean coconut shrimp, coleslaw, and safari fries for a whopping $39.99. And yes, I am disappointed that I ended up choosing this because I am spending $40 on a dang entree at the Rainforest Cafe. When again, I could have been getting like a very nice entree at a Disney signature dining restaurant, but here I am at the old Rainforest Cafe. I do it for you guys. And yes, I also got this because this was this ended up being the thing that was recommended as the worst thing on the menu, more times than some of the other things, more times than the mac and cheese. So you know, I wanted to get the worst thing, and we'll see if I really think it is possibly the worst. First things first, this mayo-infested coleslaw is coming off the plate. Going over here. So many good options here. I don't know what to dig into first, but I feel like my steak looks like an alligator head. I see like 2 eyes. And then I don't know if like the jungle and being in the rainforest here has got me like seeing things or going crazy, but I don't know. Why does a steak look like an alligator to me? I love how the steak just had a giant ball of country crock on there, and oh my god, my steak is hella dry. I'll tell you that right now. It is so overcooked. Usually I order my steak medium rare, but I was like, I don't trust the Rainforest Cafe to cook my steak medium rare properly, so I asked for medium. This is well done. This is medium rare. So this is gonna be super dry, but let's try it. That is horrible. It tastes like a hamburger meat. It literally tastes like some dry hamburger meat. Oh my god. Super overcooked. Yeah, this is, you can't even, that is straight up well done.
Great.
That looks great to you? Ryan likes his steak well done. You're out of your mind.
I cannot tell you how many times Be Our Guest has undercooked my steak.
Okay, well this isn't Be Our Guest. Let me know if you would eat this steak well done like this, because I can't do steak like that. So yeah. Out of the 3 things so far, we are 0 for 1, but we still have 2 other things to try in the shrimp and the ribs. I'm gonna make Ryan eat his words right now. I'm making him try a piece of my steak just to see how bad, so he can see how bad it is.
Okay. Whew. That's not the bad. That's not the worst. That's good. Get you some A1 sauce. That is all you need. Okay. Does taste a little like a steak that Uncle Rico would cook in Napoleon Dynamite and then hit Kip with it or whatever, you know. No, nobody knows. Okay. I thought it was okay. I've had too many bad experiences with undercooked steaks at Disney World, so I normally try to order it like this. It could have been better, but it wasn't as bad as what Kristen said, because she does prefer more bloody steaks.
Well, to me, it does taste like a hamburger, so gonna pass on that steak, but I do want to try some of Ryan's pasta. We'll break up our turf course with a little bit of surf. The coconut shrimp, this comes with like a little sweet glaze here. Oh my god. That is so sweet. I don't know if it's just because the glaze or just the shrimp in general. But let me try the shrimp on its own. It's not as sweet without the glaze. I definitely prefer it without the glaze, but it is still not good. French fries. I hate to say it, but they're soggy. I don't mean to just like keep going, but I ordered the worst dish on the menu, and it's delivering. It is delivering. It is fully delivering. This is not good so far. We have one more thing left on this platter. Please, I'm praying that we get something that is edible in these ribs. Out of everything on this plate, this is by far the best. At least they're tender. They fall off the bone. Good sauce, good tang from the sauce. Yeah, out of everything on this platter, this is probably the only thing that I will be able to eat. Some guy just came around to our table and asked Ryan and I if we wanted a photo together. I cannot believe they still do that. I cannot believe they still do that. They were like walking around with a camera to like print out photos and have you take them home as souvenirs. I am so shocked that that is still a thing here. With cell phones around these days, why would you need that?
It's a good camera.
That's so funny though. I haven't had that happen since like I was on a cruise years ago. I guess they probably still do it on cruises, but I don't know. This is different.
I ended up going with the Rasta pasta, which is a sautéed chicken, broccoli, red peppers, spinach, garlic, pesto, Alfredo sauce on penne pasta. And I thought it was wonderful. It was honestly, out of all the meals that I've had today, which I've eaten this is now the 3rd meal I've had at Rainforest Cafe, this is the best. And I had breakfast, which the breakfast I've heard was good things before. It wasn't as good as I thought it was over at Animal Kingdom, but this is amazing. And I am taking it home, which not a lot of the time I take dishes home, but I have so much left already, and I just have to, it's so good.
All right, Ryan's rootin' and tootin' about this pasta. Let's see. Pretty good flavor. Pasta is really overcooked. It's very mushy, very overcooked. But the flavor is good. I like that it has all the veggies and the chicken in there. It is leaps and bounds better than my entree. I definitely ordered the worst. It storms more in here than it does during a Florida summer. I think we've been in here for like maybe an hour and a half, and this is like our 6th thunderstorm that we've encountered. Animals are acting up. And yeah, here we are. I thought this would happen way less, but it's actually like every 15 minutes, I feel like. Well, since we're done with dinner, I wanted to take a look at the dessert menu. They have a key lime pie, a tribal cheesecake, then the sparkling volcano. And we wanted to get the sparkling volcano, but they don't light it on fire here. We saw one of the tables next to us get the sparkling volcano, and it just came with like a little... It looked so lame for what it should be. So we're like, never mind. We'll stay away from that. Maybe we'll go get dessert somewhere else in Springs. We are done with dinner, and Ryan has officially eaten at a Rainforest Cafe location for all 3 meals today. I don't know how he did it. Props to him. But yeah, the food was... I mean, I can't say... I purposely ordered the worst thing. But it wasn't that good. But either way, like, whether I ordered the worst thing or I didn't, I think the price that you pay to eat here, there are so much better restaurants in Disney Springs that you should eat at instead of here. Go to the Boathouse, go to Wine Bar George, go to Homecoming. Some like restaurants that are like run by like very, very good chefs, very well-known chefs. Your meal will not only be way tastier, but also I think it would actually cost less.
Cha-Cha is not a part of any other restaurant here at Disney Springs, so if you were looking to get your Cha-Cha fix, this is the only spot.
Yeah. Make sure you come here. All right. I need a sweet tweet. Every good video ends with a sweet treat. And since the little brownie thing didn't come with the sparkler and it was like $22, we're finding a sweet tweet somewhere else. And I'm now just realizing that I don't like a lot of the desserts here at Disney Springs. Ryan's like, let's go to Everglades. And I'm like, don't really care for their donuts. He's like, let's go to Summer House and get a cookie. I'm like, don't really care for their cookies. Then he said salt and straw. I'm like, I do not like their ice cream. So this is a difficult challenge. I feel like I go to Gideon's and the Ganachery too much for dessert. So we're trying to find another place around here.
Want to go to Crumble?
Crumble. Now, Crumble is the leash. Crumble cookies is so good. It is close, but I want to go home after this, so I don't know. I don't know if we're leaving property. Should we get beignets?
Don't they still have the worst beignet?
No, I think the Bananas Foster's ones are done. But no, I don't know if I want to leave Disney Springs for dessert, but if Ryan said yes to beignets, I would be tempted. Okay, but no to beignets. But this has got me thinking, does Polite Pig have dessert? I love the Polite Pig. I think their barbecue is fantastic. I love going over there. And I'm not sure if I've had any like dessert there in quite some time. They used to actually, I don't know if you know this, but the Polite Pig used to actually serve Gideon's cookies. Back during my college program in 2018, I remember coming to the Polite Pig specifically to get a Gideon's cookie. I heard about these chocolate chip cookies that they're serving here. They're getting them in from a bakery in Orlando, and they're supposed to be like the best chocolate chip cookies ever. And I was like, I gotta try this. So little old me in 2018 comes over to Polite Pig and gets my first ever Gideon's cookie. I remember they used to get like 2 shipments a day. They used to get one, I want to say around like 11, and then another one around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I remember getting here at like 2:30 to make sure I got my hands on one. I think they only got like 10 delivered each time, and I did. I got it, and I loved it. I fell in love with Gideon's, and I know they obviously don't serve them here at Polite Pig anymore since Gideon's has their own store here at Disney Springs, but it's got me thinking, what do they have for dessert these days? Oh yeah, we are in luck. They actually have 3 desserts on the menu. They have a bourbon chocolate chip cookie, a bourbon pecan pie, and a strawberry rhubarb cheesecake. Well, yeah, I am just so shocked that they actually have 3 desserts there. I've never seen anyone get them, or like I've never seen any reviews of them, so I don't know how they are. And I decided on the cookie. I felt like it was only right since they used to have Gideon's here, and now they've kind of replaced it with their own homemade cookie. And the cast members in there seem to really enjoy this. They say Gideon's is, of course, the best, but they say this is really good too. And I don't know about you guys, but this does look pretty good. They have like the chocolate rocks on the outside, so that's fun. This cookie is huge as well. It's literally almost the size of my head. Costs $5, so not a bad price. Let's crack it in half. Definitely not as like soft and undercooked as a Gideon's cookie, which I tend to really enjoy. I know a lot of people don't really like the undercookedness. So if you're worried about that with a Gideon's cookie, this is similar in size and thickness, but it is like fully cooked through. You won't get any of that like raw cookie dough flavor. All right, I broke myself off a good piece here, a little bit of a middle piece. It's definitely a pretty solid cookie. I do love a sprinkle of sea salt on top of a chocolate chip cookie, which this does not have. Also, if this was served warm, I feel like it'd be really, really good. I'm gonna probably only eat like a couple more bites and then bring the rest home. And when I go to reheat it, I'm gonna warm it up in the microwave, and that should do the trick, and that should make this even better. But it is a pretty solid cookie. If you want a cookie and you don't like Gideon's, I know some people don't, like I said, they don't like the like raw tasting kind of part in the center of a Gideon's cookie. I think this cookie is far better than any cookie you'll get at Summer House. So come here to the Polite Pig, get yourself a chocolate chip cookie.
I have no context to what this cookie even is, but I'm going to try it. I was told, do you want to try this? And I said, yeah. It tastes like a Gideon's cookie.
Get out.
It does.
When's the last time you've had a Gideon's cookie, sir?
That?
When's the last time you've had a Gideon's cookie, sir?
6 months. It tastes just like one. I'm not kidding. It was good.
As a Gideon's connoisseur that has had Gideon's about 3 times this month so far, I can assure you it does not taste like a Gideon's cookie.
Yes, it does.
But I said, in my opinion, that it was better than Summer House. What do you think on that one?
Absolutely not. This is the one rift in our, I was going to say friendship. A siblingship. And that is that I think Summer House is the superior cookie spot at all of Disney Springs. Legitimately. These are too sweet. I was going to say these like it's a Gideon's. Gideon's are too sweet. Summer House all the way.
I will fight to the death for Gideon's. I will have their back through thick and thin. I always say this, but I think Ryan says that he prefers Summer House just because he doesn't want to wait in line. And I think that's why, and he's saying yes. I personally would rather wait in line an hour to an hour and a half for Gideon's than eat a Summer House cookie ever again. That's my take. Well, that was certainly a very, very interesting day. I'd say we definitely had some of the best and the worst food at the Rainforest Cafe. I think I can say that confidently. And everyone make sure to go check out this guy's video. His channel link is going to be in the description. I'm not sure when his video is going to be coming out compared to this one. But like I said, he's dining at Rainforest Cafe for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that video. Link to his channel down below.
I would like to give a huge thank you to Kristen's Patreon members, Angela, Ashley, Barbara, how do you say this?
Calcane's family.
Calcane's family, Catherine, Lindsay, Misty, Shelby, Adam and Jen, Anne, Brittany, Karis, Kelsey. This is hard. This is a lot. Carol, Danielle, and Marcel, Dante, Dustin and Nancy, Emily, Ethan, John Paul, Christina, Leah, Tori, Lisa, the Martell family, Michael, Pickle, that's one of them?
Yeah.
Pickle. The Latham Thomas family, Tracy, Wayne, Jermaine, Eric, the Weaver family, Jeanette and Gary. Sorry. Stephen, Andrea, Jessica, Leibowitz family. I did it.
If your name was mispronounced or forgotten, don't blame me. Blame this guy. He read your guys' names tonight. But thank you guys all so much for subscribing to my Patreon. And I hope you're subscribing to me here on YouTube as well. We've got a ton more fun Disney food content coming your way very, very soon. And until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.